Hi guys, it's Game Dan 25. This is the 16th episode or 16th part of Fallout 4. I'm going to continue with the mission uh, and see what's going on. I haven't yet finished storyline
Well,
yet.
well, Nikki Valentine walks into my office for a change.
What can I say, Piper? You, me, and hard luck all seem to run together like acid rain down an old sewer.
You, including your client here in that analogy? So, you two are finally letting me in on this little case of yours. What's the story?
Uh,
Where do you want me to start? The part where Kellogg turned out to be working for the Institute? Or the part where he told me they have Sean?
The Institute. Oh boy. I've been investigating these creeps for over a year now. The Commonwealth's boogeyman. Feared and hated by everyone.
True enough.
Sometimes they snatch people in the middle of the night, and sometimes they leave old synths behind to remind us that they're out there, but to this day, there's one thing nobody really knows.
Where the Institute actually is. Or how to get in.
Exactly. But there's one person who has to know, right? The guy who just handed them Sean.
Kellogg. Huh.
What about him?
You had to have a way in and out. But, well, we both know that angle is cut off.
Because he's dead.
So, a murderer and a kidnapper gets his brains blown out by an avenging parent. Huh. Be a great ending if we didn't still have the biggest mystery in the Commonwealth to solve.
So, what now?
Gets his brains blown out. Huh. His brains. You know, we may not need the man at all.
You're talking crazy here, Nick. Got a fault in the old subroutines?
Look, there's a place in Good Neighbor called the Memory Den. Relive the past moments in your mind as clear as the day they happened. If anyone could get a dead brain to sing, it'll be Dr. Amari, the mind behind the memories.
Who's this Dr. Amari?
I'll let her give you her life story in person. Let's stay focused. I guess we're gonna need a piece of Kellogg's brain. Enough gray matter to bring to Amari and find out if this is going to work.
Jesus, Nick. Gross. Seriously?
I know it's grisly, but what choice do we have? We got no leads, nothing. That old Merc's brain just might have all the secrets we need to know.
What exactly do we need, Nick?
Kellogg's brain. It's a long shot, but Dr. Amari just might be able to get it jump-started. See what the old Merc knew.
I'm gonna need a really sharp ice cream scoop.
I'm sure you'll manage.
Whether we're riding this crazy brain train or not, we can't all go running across the Commonwealth, so who's coming with you?
I have to go to the memory den either way, if I'm going to introduce you to Amari. But if you want to head there together, just say so.
Anything else you can tell me about the Memory Den?
It's in Good Neighbor, a little slice of trouble northeast a ways. The memory den ain't just a fancy name, it's literal. A lot of people give up all their caps just to relive the good parts of their lives. Over and over. But not us. We're gonna try to dive deep into someone else's mind. I can meet you there, or we can head out together.
um,
I'll head out with Piper. We'll meet you there, Nick.
Sounds good. You two stay out of trouble. Don't worry. We're gonna get your boy back. Just a few more steps.
And by the way, at some point, you owe me an interview. I want to hear how this whole story got started.
Okay, so I'm gonna go with Piper and then see what's going on.
Hey, Nat.
Public is here to pull the wool out from under your eyes. You can't stop the press.
Okay. Some more reading material for you guys. I don't actually. I'll read this when I'm busy editing the video. Oh, that's like a lot to read. Yeah, I'll read this when I'm busy editing the video, so I can actually get more insight. But for the time being, for all the time, I won't be able to read all this now. So, wow, that's a lot. Nope, nope, not doing that again. Okay. Let me get back to the mission. Just reading the paper. Anyway. Oops.
Hey,
Shoot.
Piper.
You holding up, Blue?
Why are you calling me that?
'Cause of the blue jumpsuit you're wearing? You're a vault dweller. So here's the deal. I want an interview. Your life story in print. I think it's time Diamond City had a little outside perspective on the Commonwealth. Besides, I'm already following you around. Might as well get some quotes while we're at it.
All right, Piper. I'm in.
Good. Let's get down to business. So, I know you're from a vault. How would you describe your time on the inside?
My family and I were frozen. I didn't spend much time in the vault.
Wait, they boxed you up in a fridge? The whole time? Are you saying you were alive before the war?
The war? Which war?
The one that gave us this lovely landscape of demolished buildings and nuclear radiation every 10 feet? You're telling me you saw everything before they blasted it into pieces?
Yes. I'm over 200 years old.
Oh my god. The man out of time. So, you've seen the Commonwealth, Diamond City. How does it compare to your old life?
Can you even compare the two? The world out here? It's not even close to the one I left.
Feeling a little homesick, are we? Can't say I blame ya. For the last part of our interview, I'd like to do something different. I want you to make a statement to Diamond City directly. The threat of kidnapping is all but ignored in the Commonwealth. Everyone wants to pretend it just doesn't happen. What would you say to someone out there who's lost a loved one but might be too scared or too numb to the world to look for them?
No matter how much you want to give up, don't. You have to have hope that you'll see them again. Or at least, that you'll know the truth.
A strong note to end on, Blue. Thanks. That's everything. It's gonna take some time to put this all together, but I think your story is gonna give Diamond City plenty to talk about. Anyway, we should probably get going. Thanks again.
Hey.
What you got for me? You know, the Institute has a lot of enemies. The Minutemen tangled with them once. The Railroad still does. I've even got some notes on these new guys. The Brotherhood of Steel.
That Brotherhood airship is hard to miss.
Yeah, the Brotherhood of Steel doesn't do subtle. From what I've heard, they take whatever they want. Especially if it's high tech. They just might have the muscle to give the Institute a run for their money, but they're... let's just say they have their own agenda.
Tell me about the Minutemen.
You know that group you rescued and conquered? As far as I know, they're the last Minutemen left in the Commonwealth. They used to be a volunteer army, dedicated to protecting friends, family, and neighbors. Sounds soft, but they were a real thing at one point.
You said something about the railroad.
Supposedly, they help runaway synths escape the Institute, but they're secretive, ultra paranoid. The only thing I have is a rumor, a code phrase. Follow the Freedom Trail.
We should get going.
All right. What's that for?
For something. Okay, I'll leave that stuff there. Let's go. Okay, so I have to find what mission I should be doing right now. Sorry for that.
Ain't got nothing better to do?
It's big, loud, full of corrupt officials and brown-nosing citizens, but it's home.
Right. So I need to check on the map where I must be going. Right. Okay, so I think that one is tagged already. I should be going in that direction. So I'll place a marker. Going out of here. looks interesting. Um, yeah, so basically I will be continuing from where I left off. This is the 15th episode. Or is it the 16th? I think it's the 16th episode, I'm not sure. So I'm gonna try and play the game as fast as I can, get to the missions as fast as I can, and without dying too much. So just follow the road.
What was that?
Okay, never mind.
Now where'd they get?
Who shot me in the head?
Gonna be your last mistake.
Had to come to that.
Oh, I like this gun. That's cool.
What was that?
Just need some shotgun shells. Oops, picked up the wrong thing.
You still alive? Christ!
Useful. That is happening, but I'm getting out of here. To the mission.
For the Brotherhood!
Okay. I'm still running the right direction.
Leave no survivors.
So I'd
Heads up.
Something to say?
Your thoughts?
Have any more questions about the Institute's enemies, Blue?
We should get going.
All right. Hey, something's here's trouble.
Okay, let's try that again. Let's try
Everything outside the wall ain't safe.
that. Let's go this way. Last time I took that other route and it didn't go as well as planned.
Guess this is it for you. Had to come to that.
Right. I'm actually using the wrong gun. I shouldn't be using that gun. Am I still running the right route? I'm running the wrong way. Damn it. So there's another vault 111.4. So I must run past that place. thought I could go down there. So my thoughts about this game. This game can be a very long game and confusing, especially if you're not used to, still not used to the game.
We're walking right into Boston Commons. People don't come back from here.
We will. The light drug. Go around them.
If we're gonna dance, let's dance.
Can. Shot glass. Brush. So I'm still on my way to the mission. Stop here. It seems like it's up here.
Damn. Blue company. Real bad move. You got a line on it? All in one piece.
Let's get out of here. that now. Maybe that now. Another kind of way for the mission. I don't think I should be on yet. Should I be on yet? No. I'm going actually away from the mission. Yeah, I should be at the bottom.
Blue, we're not alone here.
I know. Rising higher. I think I should be going this way. But so closed off, so I'll go around. Yeah, I'll have to go around. We'll have to fight those people. What is this? Banana outside. Yeah. That took me a while to get to.
Hey, hold up there. First time in Good Neighbor? You can't go walking around without insurance.
Insurance?
That's right. Insurance. Personal protection, like. You hand over everything you got in them pockets, or accidents start happening to you. Big, bloody accidents.
Time out. Someone steps through the gate the first time, they're a guest. You lay off that extortion crap. Good to see you again, Nick.
Hancock?
What do you care? He ain't one of us.
No love for your mayor, Finn? I said let him go.
You soft, Hancock. You keep letting outsiders walk all over us. One day, there'll be a new man.
Come on, man. This is me we're talking about. Let me tell you something. Why'd you have to go and say that, huh? Breaking my heart over here. You all right, brother?
You killed him.
Got a good pair of eyes on you. I think you'll fit in here. Good neighbors of the people, for the people. You feel me? Everyone's welcome.
Of the people, for the people? Brother.
I can tell I'm gonna like you already. Just consider this town your home away from home. So long as you remember who's in charge.
Okay, so
A new player and good neighbor. Hello, little pawn. Welcome to...
okay. Let's get just where we need to be. So hopefully I can finish this mission in one video. So yeah, hopefully I can finish this one mission in this one episode of 15, I think. Is it 16? I can't remember. It's beginning of the game. So now I'm by the...
Mr. Valentine, I thought you had forgotten about little me.
May have walked out of the den, Irma, but I'd never walk out on you.
Amari's downstairs, you big flirt.
Hey, Valentine.
Let's go talk to Amari.
Okay.
Nick.
Let's see what Amari is up to. Dr. Amari?
Yes? I take it this isn't a social call.
This one's all yours, Nick.
We need a memory dig, Amari, but it's not going to be easy. The perp, Kellogg, is already cold on the floor.
Are you two mad? Putting aside the fact that you're asking me to defile a corpse, you don't realize that the memory simulators require intact, living brains to function.
Isn't there some way to make this work?
This dead brain had inside knowledge of the Institute, Amari. The biggest scientific secret of the Commonwealth. You need this, and so do we.
Fine. I'll take a look. But no guarantees. Do you have it with you?
How much of the brain do you need exactly?
That is not an encouraging question. I suppose I'll have to make do with whatever you can find.
Here's what I could find.
What's this? This isn't a brain. This is... Wait. That's the hippocampus. And this thing attached to it? A neural interface?
Those circuits look awfully familiar.
I'm not surprised. From what I've seen, all Institute technology has a similar architecture.
Nick's an older model synth. Is he compatible?
That's exactly what I was thinking. If we are lucky, it should hook right in. But even if this works, Mr. Valentine would be taking on a tremendous amount of risk. We're talking about wiring something to his brain.
Don't worry about me, Amari. Let's do it.
You really think this'll work, Nick?
No idea. But we got a missing kid on the line. That's worth the risk.
Whenever you're ready, Mr. Valentine, just sit down.
If I start cackling like an old grizzled mercenary, pull me out, okay?
Let's see here. I need you to keep talking to me, Mr. Valentine.
Hey.
Any
What you
slight
got?
change
Talk
in
to
your
me.
cognitive functions could be dire.
Are
Your
you
thoughts?
feeling Have any more questions about the Institute's enemies, Blue?
Static. I can't make
We should
sense
get
of
going.
any of it.
All right.
That's what I was afraid of. The mnemonic impressions are encoded. It appears the Institute has one last failsafe. There's a lock on the memories in the implant.
How do you lock memories?
The implant is encoding all the mnemonic activity in the hippocampus. Think of it like computer encryption. And we don't have the password. Let's see. A single mind wouldn't be able to crack it. What if we use two? We load both you and Mr. Valentine into the memory loungers. Run your cognitive functions in parallel. He'll act as a host, while your consciousness drives through whatever memories we can find.
Nick and I are gonna share a mind? Yeah, I'm not gonna see him in any compromising positions, am I?
If a smart mouth was all it took to solve problems, we would have found your son by now.
No. You won't have to worry about that. The only memories you'll access are the ones in the implant.
All right, let's get started.
Just sit down over there, and keep your fingers crossed.
See you on the other side.
Okay, Nick can have that one. No, I'll just take this one. Look. What am I doing?
Initiating brainwave migration between the transplant and the host. Mnemonic activity coming from the transplant. It's degenerated, but it's there. We're going to load you into the strongest memories we can find. They might not be stable. Just hold on.
Okay, this is something different.
Can you hear me? Ah, good. The simulation appears to be working, although the memories are quite fragmentary. I'll try to step you through the intact memories and hope we find one that gives us some clue to the Institute's location. There. This is the earliest intact memory I can find. Remember, you are experiencing
such a dummy
these
back
memories
then.
as Kellogg.
What did I
This
know?
may prove disorienting
Mom knew
at
how it
first.
was. She wasn't soft, but she loved me in her way. And she Mom knew how it was. She wasn't soft, but she loved me in her way. And she protected me from Dad. That cost her more than a few beatings. I never knew what happened to her after I left. I didn't want to know. Not then. I was such a dummy back then. What did I know about how the world worked? I think now she wanted me to kill him. I should have. Instead, I ended up running away. I told myself I wanted to find somewhere out from under the thumb of the NCR and all their rules. But really, I was running from the guilt of not protecting her from Dad. Yeah, it doesn't matter now, though. Dad was either drunk or not around. I guess he must have run with one of the raider gangs, but I never really knew what he did. Don't know why Mom was with him. Maybe at some point in his life he wasn't a complete asshole.
What a joke.
What's it mean, Mom?
Nothing, Connie. People like to talk and hope someone else is going to keep them safe.
Teacher at school said the NCR would bring back the good old days. Like before the big war.
Don't you listen to that twaddle. I'm going to stop singing you if that's what they're teaching you.
I'm going out. Where the fuck did you put my boots?
Listen to me, Connie. You take this. You're old enough. You're the man of the family now. It's your job to protect us. Your father's useless, but you won't turn out like him. You're a good boy. And all that on the radio, all useless talk. The only thing that will protect you in this world is that gun in your hands. You need to learn to use it if you're going to survive.
I will, Mom. I promise. I won't let you down.
You've always been my good boy.
This doesn't seem to be what we're looking for. There appears to be another intact memory close to you in temporal sequence. There. Try that one.
Okay guys, so like and subscribe, don't anything like that. Stay positive. I will continue in the next episode. I think that will be episode 16. And yeah, cheers guys.